And welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Where we last left off, we were in the hospital for of course, a heart attack, which in turn actually led to us finding out that we have arrhythmia. And we recently got a prescription sheet which had this wall of text on it, which includes nightmares, bronchospasm, nausea, 200 milligrams of something per day, depression. I only just noticed that. Depression. Yeah, I can imagine people are going to be depressed for contracting arrhythmia. Because, of course, it's going to make you feel real bad. And this prescription list is only going to make them more depressed! Like, seriously. Although, admittedly, I don't think it would cause direct depression. But who am I to complain? So anyways, all this... yeah, all of that right there. For the rest of my life? Every day? I think yes. I'm afraid that's the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I won't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Doctor's approval. I can't believe I just did that. Just doctor's approval. Oh my god. I never thought I would do that ever in my life. Okay. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Admittedly, that's only the best line you're ever gonna get right now. Like, seriously, like, years? I can understand, dude. I can understand. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. Sons of bitches, why not? Why not, bro? Why not? All I just have is a heart condition. You know, I can take my medication all I want, you know? What? Just like... what? Please, calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full well I wouldn't like it. Am I gonna be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. I would get very, very angry if that were to happen to me IRL. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. Doctor's orders. At least not until we're secure that your medication is suitable. Dude, you gave me a list of prescriptions with deadly precision. How could it be wrong? Maybe it's my blood type or my DNA. Just like, dude, never know until you try a keg of paracetamol. I don't know. I don't know any proper drugs. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called the Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled students, huh? Interesting. As a matter of fact, like, is this gonna be like... no, it wouldn't be paraplegics, because, you know, that's just the stereotypical way of saying disabled, just paraplegics. Like, it's gonna be a whole variety of disabled people, right? Come to think about it, if that might be the case, does that mean that I would be able to go to Yamaku Academy? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Disabled? What am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give the students a degree of independence, while keeping help nearby. A boarding school? That is not gonna help, bro. We all know the stereotypes of a boarding school. Like, you know, posh, uptight people who just go, "Ooh, I say, I came from a rather rich background, you know. My father is the CEO of this really rich company, and he sent me to this boarding school, which has the highest prestige of teaching programs and the highest of backgrounds. When I grow up, I'm going to go to Oxford University and become the Prime Minister." Yeah, that's not gonna help, dude. At least say it's kind of like, I don't know, university? I don't know, like, that would really help? But I guess not. Independent? It's a school for the disabled. Don't try to disguise that fact. Is there a problem with disabled people, Hisao? Is there a problem? If it really was that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Yeah, I have to agree with Hisao there. Just like a hospital nearby, I can understand maybe the students were treated seriously, just like new Yamaku Academy. We have a hospital right beside our facility. Enroll now. Just like seriously, like imagine that on the pamphlet. Like hospital nearby. It's like, dude, that would be a rather bad selling point. So I kind of agree with Hisao on that one, for once. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. That's only if I want to go. Yeah, I want to stick to my old school if you're giving me the choice. Went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you would like it. A couple of weeks back? You've been going to this academy with behind my back? What is wrong with you? Looks like I don't really have a choice. Dude, they gave you a choice. Like, okay, I guess it's a metaphor, which you're very well known for performing. But, dude, you were given a choice. Oh well. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need to get a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. Doctor's orders. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity! Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. Dude, I just got angry over an opportunity. I remember you wanted to go back to school. Well, it's not the same one. A special school? That's an insult. That's what I want to say. It's a step down. Excuse me? Are you trying to say that you're extremely prejudiced against the disabled? And you're calling a special school? I would call it a special school, dude. I'm pretty sure the people there cope fine. Like, seriously. Like, disabled people don't have to be that abnormal and completely, you know, away from society. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, Hisao. Like, seriously. You and I are not... If you are gonna keep this up, you and I are not gonna get along that well. And I'm supposed to be playing the role of you. Like, seriously. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students who can still get around and learn. They just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right, and many graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. Yeah, that's a great mentality, Doctor. Like, a person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. Like, that's proper teaching right there. That is a proper teaching. Like, Doctor, like, if you're a real being right now, if you were ever a real being right now, I would give you a high five, like, right there. Like, seriously, like, a person doesn't have to be held back. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. What do you know? That's definitely an upside. Like, if one of your friends went to Yamaku Academy, that's definitely some piece of advice that you want to go by. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. Depends on how you think of it, Hisao. Depends on how you think of it. Because honestly, like, it depends. Like, yes, disabilities restrain people in what they are capable of doing, but it doesn't mean that, you know, they have to live, you know, like, abnormal lives. It doesn't mean that they're, you know, a completely different race of human being. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying my best, you know, give an example right now. I could easily give an example right now, but I don't want to, for personal reasons. I might bring it up later on in the series, to be honest. I really hate something that is so important was decided for me. What can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. There's no definition of normal, Hisao. Like, what is normal? Like, I don't consider myself normal. I don't consider my friends normal. I don't consider anything normal. Like, for example, this PC. It's not a normal PC. My desk, like, it's not a normal desk. Like, my piggy bank, like, that was handmade by me, and that's not normal. Like, I had like a piggy bank in the corner of my room, which I just store all my coins in. Like that, like it's a red plastic one which I crafted myself, like back when I was younger, and like it has pretty bad finishing to it, to be honest. There's a ton of industrial glue stains on it. Um, but I mean, like, seriously, like, what is normal, Hisao? That's what I want to ask. What is normal? It's funny. I'd always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell something out now. Something about how I could easily go back to school anyway, but no. I don't say anything. The fact is, I know it's futile. And the music stopped, meaning that another dramatic point is going to happen. I look around the room, feeling very tired of this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There isn't really any choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school? What are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. I know you can encounter a wide variety of people, you know, from different backgrounds who've been through different things, you know, like you yourself, like, dude. Okay, not yourself, like your story behind your condition ain't entirely gonna be the best, but like, I don't know, like maybe something else, like, I'm just trying to think, like maybe a friend of yours, or I don't know. But let me try. Oh, go on, pessimist Hisao. I'm pretty sure you can come up with the best positive reasoning about this school, because you're so very, very optimistic. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That's a bit crummy. That's all I can think to get through this. To get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it's a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. You know what this reminds me of? The beginning of of that song. You know, the beginning of a Daft Punk song, "Get Lucky." You know, like the legend of the phoenix, ends are beginnings. You know that part. Like seriously, like his old life. You know, the one at his school with Minako. What was it? Like that's ended, but now he's getting a new beginning. Like the legend of the phoenix. Yeah, I think I'm not too sure if this is what this episode is going to be called, the legend of the phoenix. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'd try to see what my new life would look like. Yeah, see, there you go. Something to think about. And off we go. See. And now it's the Act 1. Life expectancy. It's a bit of an odd name for an Act 1. I would consider that, like, probably one of the later acts. You know, life expectancy. But oh well. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that. This one, especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and grey plaster assembled into a whole that didn't seem very welcoming at all. Yet saying, "You're trapped in here forever, my good man." I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. I don't know, if you've ever been to like a proper like uptight boarding school or a proper uptight college, like those gates would definitely be like that. I would definitely be certain. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for so long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. It always feels good, just moving on with your life. And there go my dogs again. Stay tuned, everyone, when TRXD gets annoyed the shit out of him by his own pets. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy. With this brisk pace, I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. And there's this really uptight classical music playing in the background. It's like, "Welcome to the academy, my good sir." The grounds are incredibly lush and filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Maybe it is a park, and maybe there was an academy built on it. Words like clean and hygienic pop into mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You'll have to take it as it comes. Take it like a man. That's what I have to say, just take it. Honestly, it's just one of the few poses I do. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Lol, rhyming. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of the head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real, caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Are you still going along the disability prejudice? Like, seriously. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here that I could anchor myself to something tangible, instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. Trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me, catching my attention because I have ADD. It makes me think about hospitals again, how they say the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. Personally, I don't like the color green. On most color wheels, green is the opposite of red. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with the whole green thing. Like when I think of the pale lime green that they have in operating rooms, like that doesn't calm me. That makes me more nervous because I know it's a stereotypical operating room, and I hyperventilate like hell. So why am I feeling this anxious, despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life to return to. Like the legend of the phoenix, ends are beginnings. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous with this realization sat in my head, I opened the front door. Wow, it looks like one of those art gallery kind of areas. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. Oh my god, that looks like a synchro between the Doctor from Doctor Who and who else springs to mind? Because it also reminds me of my Minecraft character as well because of the dark hair and also the stubble as well. I'm not sure if anybody else notices it, but I also had a bit of stubble going on as well. I recently shaved it, so it's not that noticeable, but it's enough to notice it up close. So you must be Nikki? Nakai. Name's Nakai. Hisao Nakai. Oh, let's see. How do I want to voice this guy? Do I want to voice it like? Do I want to voice it like the Doctor? Yeah, I'll voice him like one of my cliche Doctor Who voices. So you are excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muta. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy. He looks at his watch. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Yeah, I know the feeling, bro. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? To the class? I don't know how to say this because I'm trying to put on like a haughty British accent, which is reminiscent of the Doctor, but it's a really, really shit accent. You know what? I'm gonna change Muto's accent. Accent change. I really do these kinds of things. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? No, that's a bit too deep. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Yeah, that's the voice I'm going for. Yeah, of course. Well, why? I'm gonna try and be the uncertain guy. Kind of like me. Like, I'm gonna file my responses much like me. So, why? Why do I have to? Of course not. That's why I asked. Right. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest. Oh god, don't have a heart attack again, bro. Not again, not again, not again, not again, not again. I used to be thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as classroom 3-3. For class 3-3. Third door down the third floor. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be 3-3. My word. Mutu opens the door and enters. And good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. And what the heck is with that picture in the background? Looks a bit freaky. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. As some more dramatic silence comes in. Get a grip! This is a big step, I know that. There isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. And, oh, hello. Look at all these. See, so we got the strict fashionista. We got the pleasant girl. We got, is that either a guy or a tomboy? We got the stereotypical cute girl. We got the wise guy. We got the fashionista. Oh my god! We got the cute shy girl. She looks shy. I don't know. The cute shy girl. We got Pierre. We got, oh damn, her Has her hand been severed off? We got the other girl. We got Connor. Let's see. Oh shit! I didn't see. Damn it! Sorry, I had to rewind that text. As a matter of fact, if you use the scroll wheel, you can invert text. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes on my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's a lot of space left over around in between desks. The entire wall is taken up by blackboards. The high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stopped walking in front of the classroom and faced the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. Only it's just not immediately obvious. I noticed that one girl seems to be missing the thumb off her right hand. It's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out to the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair. Someone is looking with me. A girl with pretty long straight hair that's pretty eye-catching. When she looks at me, when she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands, as if it will make her invisible. Yeah, that's definitely the shy girl there. Apologies for taking a cut right there. I had a bit of an interruption. Still got about like 3 minutes left. See, oh my god, I think that girl back there was a shy girl. Oh my word. See what else? See, that girl is staring off in the distance. That guy is either sleeping or I don't want to dwell on that guy. Like, I don't want to be insulting towards that guy. That girl, yeah, she's missing both her legs and one of her arms. She's missing one of her legs. My word. There's one boy with a cane leaning against lockers in the rear class. Seems weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. One of them appears to be deaf. She's kinda cute. So is the cheery looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. Oh! Those two? So, is she deaf? And that's the cheery one. She looks kinda cute, but stereotypical. That one. She definitely has that nerdy type about her, yeah. So, again with the stereotype analysis. So background character, nerdy girl, calm girl. I'm not gonna comment because I don't want to be rude. Cheery and peppy girl, a suave guy, and Miss Cutie. Please welcome our new classmate. He claps his hand and so does everyone else, except for the one girl in the first row who only has one hand. I cringe a little, to hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. Oh, damn. Like, honestly, like, that must be so worrying, like, seeing, like, I think I saw, yeah, the girl with only one hand on the first row back over that way. I can't scroll back to her, unfortunately. I'll bring up an image of her, in case you didn't see her. But it's kind of, you know, depressing, like, seeing that. Like, knowing that, you know, like, someone in the classroom is going to be unable to perform the same action as you. Like, I know it sounds really, really mean and really, really prejudiced, but, like, I'm not trying to take offense, but it feels kind of upsetting inside. Let's see. After the applause, there was a brief silence that nobody seems to want to be responsible for breaking. Yeah, I don't think the shy girl's gonna shout out at any moment. And And actually, speaking of which, it's almost time to wrap up there. Ooh, shit. Well, what do you know? So, next time on Katawa Shoujo, we'll introduce ourselves to the class and maybe engage in some conversation with some people. But until then, thanks for watching episode 2. Hope you've been enjoying the series so far. I most definitely have. But anyways, I have been TRXD, and well, bye.